Epic Hero. It is not fall. It is not at all cool enough to be wearing this jacket, but I have reached my wit's end waiting for fall to happen. And it's like they're just tempting me now because I'm starting to see pumpkin drink signs on the front of cafes. I'm starting to see Halloween decorations at Home Depot. I'm like, I found a leaf on the ground when I was running. I think that fall is just taunting me. And I made my altar, my Wiccan altar in my closet. I'm praying to the gods of fall. I'm sorry, I'm not actually Wiccan. I don't know things, but I've been trying, all right? Trying my best. I said in my last look back that August was very much about exploration, or it was looking to be about exploration, because I was already into August when I made it, and it definitely was. I had to look back in my calendar and try to figure out what had happened in August. There is actually a Wiccan altar in my closet. Ever since I left Christianity, I have been exploring different religions. Buddhism I really like. There's actually a Buddhist book in my Wiccan altar. Because I'm not actually spiritual. I don't actually believe in the spirit world, but I do like a lot of rituals, and I just like them. And I especially like celebrations of ideals and organized celebration of ideals and things like that. So plus I just think the Wiccan vibes are cool, and it's a very female-based religion. You know me, I like females. All right, I'm just gonna get straight to it. Sex, okay? When I first moved out from my conservative Christian, environment, I was ready to explore. I was ready to explore in the sexual department. Had sort of explored some sex education online. Tried to be as educated as I could through channels like Hannah Witten, Ash Hardell, the Banging Book Club. I'm gonna link their channels below because they all helped me a lot. Once I sort of left home and now I was in the place where I was exploring it for myself, it's no matter how sex positive and feminist and liberated I am in my mind, once you're out there actually interacting and experience with things like that, it's a lot. It's just a lot. So yes, it's fun, it's complicated, it's so emotional, it's nuanced for every single person, and I think I definitely have a healthier mental and soul relationship with sex now than I did then. I assume that's to be expected. I did have a lot of anxiety. Some people have asked me about this growing up in a religious environment, but when I first moved out and everything, I don't think I dealt with sex guilt from like groups that say that you should save sex for marriage or anything like that. But I do think I just dealt with like awkwardness and uncomfortableness and like shyness about it because it was new for me. The only thing I would tell myself if I could go see myself from then is that that's okay, that you're dealing with like these awkwardness and this anxiety. And thankfully I did have people telling me that. Like my partners were telling me it's okay to be anxious, helping make sure that I could communicate. I'm really glad I knew as much about consent as I knew from the sex ed, because otherwise I probably would have had more uncomfortable situations, And if you think that it's like taboo for me to be talking about sex, like that's just, you probably don't if you're already still following my channel. But I think it's important that people are able to have these conversations, especially people that were raised female, although honestly lots of people. I just happen to know of that experience in like a Christian or religious environment. You need to be able to talk about these things in order to be able to have agency. And because it was so difficult earlier on, I remember just being like, oh, like everybody acts like, of course you want to have sex. Sex is so easy and fun, and like, not having sex is so holy and pure and perfect. And it's like, for somebody like me, where it's complicated, and I'm maybe not as sex driven as some other people sometimes, it's very complicated and nuanced and everything, I was like, sex is hard. Like, yeah, it can be fun, but making sure everyone's comfortable, being safe, making sure that everybody has a good time as much as is possible, being emotionally comfortable, actually making it actually happen, and making sure everyone's comfortable with how often it's happening, or making sure that no one's uncomfortable with any of that kind of thing. And then just like going, not panicking about it. It's hard. It's hard. I mean, sure, sometimes it's easy, but honestly, it's hard. And anybody can have a thriving, healthy sexual relationship with somebody. Like, congratulations. Maybe this is just me, but it's hard. I applaud anyone who's having a good sexual experience with someone, especially prolonged. I mean of our relationship. But anyway, and like, it's a feat, it's a talent, it's an art. It's not just some super easy thing to do that you should be ashamed for doing because it's easy. I don't know what else to say about that. And on the contrary, not having sex can actually be easier. Just like how not doing anything can be easier. It depends. It depends on who you are, but that's the experience that I have. Another thing I explored this last month was gender. Non-binary, they, them are my pronouns. I cut my hair super short. Like, we were going to Pride that night with Evelyn and a couple other of my partners, and then I just like cut my hair. I was like, I couldn't take it anymore. The way it was looking, it didn't feel like me, so that's been really exciting. It's been really exciting just coming into my own in that way. And also it has made me more comfortable with like gender expression. So for me, not wearing makeup, wearing an outfit like this, it's more like t-shirt and jeans and jacket. For me, I felt lesser than. Now I'm more comfortable just like rocking it, like owning who I am and what I am. Also because I've tried to put myself into situations, either feminist or LGBT oriented or both, environments where there are people like me celebrated, and there are all kinds of diverse identities celebrated. There's no one way to be. So yeah. And now, I don't know, it's hard for me to even think about what happened in August, because lately it's been cloudy and rainy. I've been seeing leaves, and I just want it to be fall already. So hopefully, I know it's still going to be hot, but hopefully at the end of September I'll be able to have some, I'm like thinking about holidays. Tell me how much you wish it were fall right now in the comments below, especially if you're in Texas. And until next time, always remember that we are epic heroes today and every day of our lives, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Nobody likes a shiny face. Unless you put the shine on. You have to put powder on to make it not shiny, and then you have to put the shine back on. But you can't have natural shine. I think that's not allowed.